say does that star-spangled
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Now Booker, Paul George missing from long range. Jackson with it. Nobody near George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
The pass to Booker. Back to Paul. There's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
George finds Morris. Jackson from long range. Booker pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Paul. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise and their future.
Good on the triple.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Paul passes to Booker. For the 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. Morris outside. Lets it go from deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
With the putback, and Bridges able to finish.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now, here's Zubats. A deep 3 from Leonard. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Phoenix ball.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages. Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
To the middle. Here's Zubats. Morris finds Jackson. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Back to Jackson. And the wide open shot from Morris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Bridges outside. Paul for three. It's hauled in by George. Clippers leading by 4. Oh, Morris in position. Crowder with the steal. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. George looking around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
And a deep 3 from Booker. The long distance 3 is buried. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Outside, George. Fires for 3. Tries to save it. Phoenix grabs the miss. Paul left side. Over George. Paul's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on that. And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Zubac kicks to George. From downtown, George missing again. Suns trail by 4. Here's Bridges. Here's Ayton. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
On the wing, George. Defended by Booker. Jackson has the open look. No good with the triple.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Outside Jackson. This is it to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Tries again. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throw.
Bridges outside. Shoots over Leonard. Kept alive. Ayton. And finally they hit one.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch. It's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Pass to George. From outside the arc. He's off on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time is Chris Paul. These guys scoring in a variety of ways. Really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Booker, with no one around, gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Here's George. They Jay Crowder pulls it in. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Booker the pass to Paul. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Los Angeles has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
For three, Booker. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. He kicks it to Leonard. The three. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Jackson passes to George. Back to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Fires the three, and George is good for 3. George has got 11 points.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot's good from Paul.
Uh-oh. They might have woken up that range from Chris Paul. He's capable from there.
Jackson kicks to George. Spins. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Crowder's got his 5th rebound in this one. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Paul outside. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Suns on top, leading by 5. Thanks, David, and we'll be back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 from Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. Leonard's got his 2nd basket.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
For 3, Booker. You can't get that one to fall. So the Clippers will take it the other way. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. And you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency. Well, we talk about the offensive rebounding ability, and they're all about Ayton's timing. What a dunk.
The putback planks, the putback jam. Suns leading by 3. Booker the pass to Paul. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Crowder slams it in.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Suns have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Leonard with the steal. Goes up. That's in, and the Suns lead is cut down now to just 3 in the bucket from Zubac.
Leonard has the ball in his hands a ton, and those are some big hands. Comfortable handling the rock and making plays.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Launches it. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. George against Booker. Outside Leonard. Now here is George. Guarded closely. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Leonard.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And a deep three from Booker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's George for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Lob pass to George. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. For the lead. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. To the paint. And Ayton throws it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Outside, George. Morris into the lane. Jackson from long range. Booker pulls it in. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. A 2-point game. The dish now to Ayton. Fader on the way. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Jackson's got 8 points.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quick one.
With 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Clippers lead by 1. And we're coming right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Booker with it. George picks him up. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Traps in the tray. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Morris passes to Zubac. Outside Jackson. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
In the corner, Crowder with it. Booker outside. Over George. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Clippers in the lead. It's Jackson with the drive. He dishes it to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. That's now 22 points for George. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Paul passes to Booker. from deep three-point range. Again, the miss by Booker.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
George against Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard the pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. On the wing, Booker. From deep. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 5. Here's Bridges. Here's Ayton. The Clippers grab the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And here's Morris for 3. From beyond the arc and then some. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Oh, Leonard in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
It's Crowder on the wing. And the wide-open shot from Paul. Phoenix no good that time either.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And there's the pass to Bridges. Shot to stop the run. That shot off. Clippers leading by 10.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Jackson finds George, and Leonard has it in the corner. Outside, George. Passes to Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Phoenix, trailing by 10. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
The energy from Bridges really helping out to help him collect those points.
Outside Jackson. So the Clippers with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Oh, and the jam! By Ayton.
Assisted.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Outside Russell. Hay hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Paul passes to Bridges. Off the mark there with a 3. And here's Minnesota now. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Crowder grabs the miss. Here's Ayton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Now here's Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Crowder outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Paul. 6 to shoot. And the Suns miss again.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Back to Towns. Gobert finds Towns. And it's good for 2.
If Karl Anthony Towns carves space and is in the painted area, it's going to go in the basket. He's that good.
Paul against Russell. Outside for Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now Edwards. And stolen by Paul. Pass to Ayton. A shot to stop the drought. Bridges outside. Paul for 3. Russell with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Perfect timing on that rejection. Boy, Towns really improving on the defensive end.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Booker against Edwards. Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Edwards, the pass to Towns. And there it is for him.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Russell to pass to Gobert. Gobert is doubled. Pass to Towns. Takes a 3. No good on the shot. Now the Suns take it the other way. Inside. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Edwards with it. He's against Bridges. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Paul passes to Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell with the ball, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Towns can't get that one to fall. Pass to Bridges. Back to Crowder. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. 5 ticks left in the first quarter. Here's Paul. Ooh, a terrific shot on the turnaround.
Chris Paul is undoubtedly a Hall of Famer. This guy has been one of the top point guards of his generation and still going strong.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can.
Please give a big round of applause for the Pop.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Russell. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Russell's got his second basket.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
Ball passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
It's Bridges on the wing. Booker for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA First Team. Just a big honor.
Pass to Crowder. Booker with it, and stolen by Edwards. Left side, Russell. Gobert with it. And Gobert with the stuff.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Russell against Paul. Russell to pass to Edwards. Out left to the wing. Outside McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Here's Russell. Rebounded by Chris Paul.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. For 3, shot's good by Towns. Towns has got 11.
Well, bigs now have got to be able to stretch the floor. Karl Anthony Towns, a knockdown three-point shooter.
Here's Booker driving in. And Booker with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Outside Booker. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Crowder finds Booker. Crowder with it. Towns covering. Shoots a fadeaway. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Aiden. Another one falls for Phoenix.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Ball against Russell. Now Gobert. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. 59 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Booker. Let's go with a three. And he can't get that one.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Now here's Crowder. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Aiden. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, there's the alley. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Tie game in Minnesota. And Roman.
21. Bang. Let's do it for the Jabberwockies.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the 5 down low. He takes it in. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Edwards with a drive. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the N1. Yes, sir.
Here's a 3 from Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Paul's got 8 points.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
And when Aiden isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
It's blocked by Gobert.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Towns down low, covered by Crowder.
The shooters hate being guarded by Jay Crowder, a big physical defender who enjoys making himself a pest.
Booker. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Paul against Russell. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Suns leading. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. With the fadeaway. That one off the back iron and out.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Here's Russell, and he banks in the layup. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Booker. Booker missing again.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Russell. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Booker against Edwards. And Booker, here we go. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, the strong drive by D-Book just forces the defender's hand right there. You give this guy an opening, and he will attack it.
Both free throws good from Booker.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Already Gobert showing a bit of an edge on the interior. This guy, if he goes up strong, the defense is going to have to whack him to contain him.
And so Gobert nails both of them. 1:50 left to play in the third quarter. Outside Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Paul. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Towns against Crowder. Towns down low. Misses the baby hook. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Ayton. To the inside. That's good from Paul. On the assist from Crowder. And now it's a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
To the middle. Outside for Russell. And stolen by Booker. Bridges finds Crowder. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Booker. Here's Ayton. Ayton draws the double. Fires from the wing. Bridges misses.
Suns foul. DeAndre Ayton. Second personal foul. 14 foul. At the line.
Free throw, no good for Russell.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic. He's confident. He can score it. And he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
And we've reached the end of the third. Suns ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Towns. With 1 on the clock. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Paul passes to Crowder. Picked it out of midair. Fast break, Minnesota. Throws it up high. Stolen by Bridges. Crowder inside. He's against Gobert. Here's Paul. And that one's long.
Suns foul. Devin Booker. Third personal foul.
Free throw is good from Russell. One minute in now in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. Paul with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. An open look for Booker. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. To the paint. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, there's a level of assertiveness and aggressiveness that Karl Anthony Towns is bringing to the game right now, sending a very distinct message to the defense. You better sharpen up.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Pass to Towns. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Here's Paul. Inside, Booker. And the layup is good. And now a 6-point Suns lead.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
To the left wing. Paul with a steal. Outside Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
Minnesota shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Russell against Paul. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Gobert with it. Shot to stop the run. And he lays it up and in.
It's incredible to think how far Rudy Gobert has come since entering the league and his ability to finish at the cup. That is just nicely done.
Paul against Russell. Right side, Paul. Right wing. Clock at 6. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Aiden. Outside Booker. Here's Paul. And here's Aiden. Covered by Towns. Crowder with a steal. Outside Booker. Now Paul. 1:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. Back to Booker. Pass to Paul. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Bridges.
Hey, yo, right here.
The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Crowder. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Towns.
Every moment counts here. They've got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now. You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Suns. Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
Ball against Russell. Paul passes to Aiden. Bridges with it. To win the drought. Edwards pulls it in.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Now here's Aiden. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
monster teams battle it out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Morant kicks to Bane. Jackson finds Bane. Drives to the hoop. Adams wide open. Rebound by the Suns. Booker looking around. It's Crowder on the wing. Now the pass to Ayton. Stolen by Brooks. Morant against Crowder. Bridges with the steal. Lobbed up there for Booker. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years. Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
Serious power move from the point.
Forget just landing in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Paul. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Here's Crowder down low. Stolen by Jackson. Booker against Morant, and that's an intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Out to Brooks. Back to Adams, and stolen by Booker.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Bridges passes to Paul. Tries yet again. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Adams, and it's Ayton missing.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Shot clock at 5. Morant with it. Now guarded by Booker. Morant kicks to Bane. Off target from the wing. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Now here's Ayton. Here's Crowder. Back to Ayton. Tries the spin move. Paul. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's the lob to Adams. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Throws it up high. And the rejection by Jackson. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Crowder finds Paul. Back to Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends
of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And a wide open look for Bain. Hits the three-point bomb.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bain. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Paul with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Paul with the bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Bain. Morant kicks to Bain. The three-pointer, no good. Suns leading by 9. Paul left side. For 3, Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Brooks. Feeds to Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Love the shot selection Jaren Jackson has, especially from the interior. It's why he's so efficient.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Love the heart of Chris Paul, especially on defense, where he is an absolute pest.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And here's Booker. Outside Crowder. Back to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ball finds 8. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. They get it again. Goes back up. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Morant scanning the floor. Brooks dishes to Morant. On the wing, Jackson. Payton for 3. No good on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Crowder. Sweet move. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Morant left side. Jackson in the corner. Jackson is doubled. Basket good.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot. No problem.
Ball against Morant. The kick out to Crowder. To the inside. And the dunk by Booker.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And stolen by Booker. And so they foul intentionally.
Dylan Brooks. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Paul outside. Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes. That is great body control by Jaren Jackson. Takes the hit, completes the play, now gets to the line for one more.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
And an intentional foul right there. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Jones with Chris Paul covering.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Conchar. Outside, Jones. To the left side wing. Just 4 to shoot. Conchar can't get it to go. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They've led by as many as 14 points. Crowder from outside. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
Over to the left wing. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Concho. Right side, Green. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get it to your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
14 foul.
.112 left in the first half. Outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Second personal foul.
Paul with the ball. Now Green defending. Paul passes to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
To the middle. Good work defensively by Crowder. Suns leading by 14. Paul left side. Bridges dishes to Crowder. Back to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Jones looking for an opening. From outside, off the mark. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Oh, Ayton in position. It doesn't go for him.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Booker outside. And the rejection by Jackson. Adams Suns down low. Defended by Crowder. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Suns leading by 16, and Phoenix pushing it up now. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
Bane kicks to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Adams. Outside, Bane. From deep, Brooks. A three-pointer is right on target. Brooks has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Memphis. Paul is doubled. Inside, here's Bridges. Here's the dish to Ayton. Back to Booker. To the paint. Nice move. And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got his first bucket in this one.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Back to Bane. Shoots from 14. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his sixth rebound on the night. Down low. Paul can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 15.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Morant with a wide-open look. And another miss by Memphis. Suns leading by 17. Bridges passes to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Dishes to Ayton. Lobbed up there for Booker. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Jackson finds Brooks. A three ball. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Over to the wing. Paul against Jackson. The kick out to Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got 9.
This is what Crowder loves to do. He's out there saying, set me up, please.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Pass to Morant. Crowder with the steal. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Morant. The pass to Crowder. On the wing, Booker. From deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brooks kicks to Bane. Brooks with no one around. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Brooks has got his second basket of the game.
I love Brooks' offensive versatility. Can score from all 3 levels.
Ball left side. And he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Phoenix leading by 16. Paul surveying the floor. Booker in the corner. Wide open. And it's good. 2 points. And the Suns lead by 18.
And what a baller Booker is. Capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Suns lead.
Please give a big round of applause.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Fires top of the key. Yes, that goes in. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Paul outside. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And the Suns get it back. And Booker kicks to Ayton. Off target from three-point range.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Jackson finds Morant. And he gets it back. Back to Jackson. Lets the three fly. Cans it from downtown.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Ayton, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Morant outside. Brooks outside. Buries it from three-point range.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
And Paul puts up a deep three. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Out to Morant. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Booker dishes to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Ayton. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Bridges passes to Crowder. And the wide open shot from Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Paul outside. There's the feed to Crowder. Booker in the corner. Shot clock at 6. That three off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 12. We've got 1:13 left in the game. Morant kicks to Bain. It's deflected. Crowder with the steal.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Suns.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Devin Booker.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Bain, no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Oh, trying for it. The Suns keeping it alive, a new 14. Now Adams. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A solid win on the road for them. David, thank you as always.
Thank you, fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. George outside. The three ball. The rebound by Bridges.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Paul with it. Jackson in his pocket. And Paul gets it to go.
See, it's the accuracy of Paul's shooting that makes the mid-range look easy. He can take that shot all night.
Up top, George. Booker defending. Jackson for three. The rebound by Devin Booker.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon. What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. George outside. There's the three. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
And Booker is the guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Now here's Morris. The three. And George gets it to go on the assist from Morris. George has got 6 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
There's the triple. Suns keep it alive. Second shot opportunity. Got a hand on it. Leonard outside. It's George on the wing. Poked loose. Back to Leonard. From deep. Rebounded by Chris Paul. The Suns on offense. 4-point game. Ayton passes to Johnson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. Pass to Booker. Takes a three. That one no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. For three, George. And Ayton pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Booker for three. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Pass to Jackson. Kicks it to George. From downtown. He drops it from range. He's got 9.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. If he can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Leonard, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint, not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. Off target at the rim. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Johnson. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Now here's Johnson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Bridges. Outside for Booker. 4 on the clock. Booker missing again.
got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
George, good.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Booker fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's Jackson with the three. The Suns clear it. Aiden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul passes to Aiden. Lets the three fly. And the Suns get another three.
By no means a volume three-point shooter, Paul picks his spots and is very accurate.
Back to Jackson. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. Hitting 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Down low. Leonard finds Jackson, puts it up, and stolen by Booker. And he lobs it up top.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passes of all time.
The Clippers trail. Jackson pass to Morris. Now here's George. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
George passes to Morris. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he's going for the oop here. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Tipped. Pass to George. From the arc. The shot no good. The Suns go the other way with it. To the paint. Leonard with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. Jackson against Booker. From behind the arc. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Mikal Bridges. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Jackson against Paul. Jackson pass to Zubac. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
For 3, Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
For 3, George. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And stolen by Bridges. Ayton inside. Zubac's there. Here's Booker. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Booker's got 14 points.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
George passes to Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. Down low. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Booker. George with a steal. And Jackson, here we go. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
It's Bridges on the wing. Jackson against Paul. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. He's got 10.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
Jackson, pass to Leonard. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Now here's Booker. Off target from the baseline. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Suns ahead. They're up by 2. We'll see you.
The Clippers, 26.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George has been sensational.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac's play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Booker can't get it to go.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
That one goes in. The Suns trailing. Right side Booker. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Zubac's.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. There's Jackson with the 3. Fires in the triple. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
See, he had time to line it up. And you know what? He's capable.
Outside Johnson. Bridges finds Paul. Booker with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, Morris with a steal, and George with the jam.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Drops in the 3.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Jackson against Paul. Morris for 3. Kept alive. No good there.
So often we see guys fail to box out now, but he did a great job right there.
Booker can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Ayton. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a lift for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
This for the tie. Booker. And it's all tied up. Booker's got 16 points.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
It's stolen by Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Bridges outside. For the lead. Yes. And it's Booker with the setup. And the Suns lead by 3.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Out to Leonard. George outside. They need this. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Paul's got his 5th rebound in this one. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Jackson finds George. And the Clippers miss again.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Paul passes to Bridges. Jackson against Paul. Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. Tipped away. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. From outside the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. George has got 24.
And this is what makes George a star. His confidence rising and firing off the catch.
It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Booker. Second chance shot. Here's Ayton. Pass to Booker. Here's a 3 from Paul. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. George outside. Zubac passes to George. The 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. And he lobs it up. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns,
and a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul. Here's Zubac. Here's Jackson. Leonard for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Fires it from 18. Paul George pulls it in. Well, Los Angeles shooting about 43% in this one. Leonard with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Out to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
The kick out to Johnson. It's Booker on the wing. Nails it from 3. Booker's got 19 points.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
George, right side. For 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Bridges. They get it back. Paul goes back up. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Leonard for three. George with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Pass to Booker. Here's Ayton. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Out to Leonard. Up top, George. Back to Leonard. Jackson finds George. 6 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Pass to Leonard. From deep three-point range. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Paul passes to Booker. Inside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Taking on more playmaking responsibilities. Booker has matured over the years, becoming a better teammate.
Pass to Jackson. And stolen by Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
.151 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ooh, nice D from George. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And George with the jam.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
The kick out to Johnson. 3-pointer. He buries it from 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Jackson against Paul. George outside. And stolen by Bridges. And they're pushing it up. With the tip. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Ayton. Got a piece of it. And there's the lob. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. And here's Leonard. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And stolen by Leonard.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Oh, man, what a bucket by Leonard. His team counts on him when the time is short because he can handle the pressure.
Booker finds Paul. Back to Bridges. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
joining us here. And we've got a game. That's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack, and this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. No good from Booker.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Poke loose. Paul with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And Booker throws it down.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack, and it's one that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
Bridges kicks to Booker. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Booker.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Russell with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Paul passes to Crowder. Crowder the screen. Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Russell with a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Ayton throws it down.
He just looks so fluid in the open floor. I love how Ayton runs to the right spot in these situations.
Here's Russell. Tries again. Out to Edwards. Passes it to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go that time. And Phoenix will come the other way.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Booker with a deep 3. A miss that time would have put him up. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Bridges. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Russell finds Towns. There's the 3. Here's Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. Gobert's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Yeah, we call those winning plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does. I mean, those kinds of hustle plays, it'll be interesting to see what he's got left in his tank because he usually makes a bunch of those.
Booker against Edwards. That's to Gobert and taken away by Paul. The Suns trailing. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McDaniels. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards dishes to Towns. Back to Edwards. Outside, Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
And here's Booker from the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards drives in. And Gobert kicks to Towns. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Phoenix ball.
Suns trail by 4. Paul passes to Booker. Spins. A 3-ball. It's in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
The kick out to Towns. From the arc. Sinks the triple. Towns has got 7.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Right wing. Back to Gobert. Going inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And when Gobert is making a move to the bucket, it's best to just stay out of the way. There's a lot of momentum behind the big fella.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Timberwolves on top, up by...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U10 team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit. Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Edwards, and the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
With 3, Booker, good on the three-point shot. He's got 8.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here is Edwards. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The pass to Russell. Takes a 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Guys, you can just about count on it. If you score on Russell, you better believe he's looking to come right back at you.
And a deep 3 from Booker. They get the rebound. Here's Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Russell looking around. No good on the triple. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 10-point game. Took him no time at all on that one. And that's 10 points for Devin Booker. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could knock down the triple.
Well, I love watching him carve his way inside and capitalize.
Bridges outside. From deep. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
For 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Outside, Towns. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 13. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Looking to get back on track here. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Booker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Now, this is what he does. Booker, an aggressive scorer who doesn't take any possessions off.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Back to Russell. Beyond the arc. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And here's Booker from the arc. Again, the miss by Booker.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Timberwolves leading by 11. That's tipped and taken away by Paul. One-on-one fast break. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Releases. The offensive rebound. Gobert. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 12 and the bucket from Booker. And so it's Minnesota enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by court. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now... Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Devin Booker.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Here's Edwards. Out to Russell. Pass to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Towns for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And they double up Russell. Another miss by Minnesota. Suns trail by 10. Here's Bridges. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Here's Edwards, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Edwards got his first basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Russell passes to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards against Booker. Edwards, that's good. And now a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
A nice shot by Booker.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Russell against Paul. Out to Edwards. Over Booker. Edwards with another miss. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Booker dishes to Crowder. Back to Booker. Over Edwards. Up again. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Booker outside. Jacks up a 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Suns. Ball against Russell. Out left to the wing. Gobert in the corner. Passes it to Edwards. And stolen by Booker. Bridges, right side. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Russell against Paul. And stolen by Booker. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 5. And Edwards with the stop.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Booker the pass to Crowder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
And both free throws good from Crowder. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Russell against Paul. Outside Edwards. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Edwards has got 10 points in the quarter. Paul against Russell. Paul can't get it to go. Now, here is Russell. He's tightly guarded. Towns up top. 1 second left. And so it's Minnesota headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. Timberwolves leading by 9. Outside, Towns. That shot off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Crowder. On the wing, Bridges from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the wing right side. And the wide open shot from Paul connects from 3-point range.
You know, going back to his rookie season in 2006, Paul shot under 30% from deep. It's amazing how much he's improved that part of his game.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
The kick out to Crowder. Back to Paul. On the wing, Booker. Edwards defending. Feeds it to Booker. The three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Paul. Back to Crowder. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. The pass to Russell. Over Paul. And it's Russell missing. Suns trail by 6. Booker outside. For 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Now here's McDaniel. Defended by Booker. Bridges with the steal. Paul left side. Over Edwards. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Russell against Bridges. Russell dishes to Edwards. Puts the move on. The feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
On the wing, Bridges. That's a 2 from Paul. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Russell with it. From downtown. Booker pulls it in. Ball against Russell. Kicks it out to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns to end the cold streak, and the 3 ball is good. Booker's got 11 points here in just the second half.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Pass to McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. Crowder against Towns. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. .50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Up top, Russell, defended by Paul. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Edwards against Booker. Crafty move. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. There's Russell with the 3.
You know, people sometimes forget what a pesky and physical defender Chris Paul is for a guy who's not that big. He influences a lot of shots out there.
Frames it from downtown.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch.
Timeout call, the Suns. They trail by 1. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by McDaniels. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy.
that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing, and it's Morant in at the 1.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
And here's Brooks. Jackson outside. Right side Morant. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And he's good on the second. Now Paul. Crowder left side. Bridges outside. Here's Ayton. Out to Bridges. Fires the 3. That one is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Adams. Bridges against Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Bridges misses. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Payne, the pass to Brooks. Back to Payne. Launches it. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. The Suns have gone 1 of 5 to start things off.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in a season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
Adams, the pass to Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Offline with a 3. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns. Left side Booker. Pass to Ayton. Outside Paul. To the middle. Here's Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
And as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
2 minutes.
And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Booker. Paul against Morant. Paul with the bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Memphis trailing here. Right side Morant. Pass to Brooks. Morant with the bucket.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Booker with it. And Booker with the jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Jackson finds Adams. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Payne. 6 to shoot. And here's Morant outside. Crowder grabs the miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Paul passes to Crowder. Now Booker. The 3 is up. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Stolen by Bridges.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
Bane against Booker. Driving inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Suns.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court for Memphis, Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Outside Morant. Here's Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Paul against Morant. Oh, sweet move. Paul's shot is off.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Morant finds Jackson. Morant against Bridges. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Adams, the pass to Morant. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. And he converts the layup. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing. Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. He shot over 65% of the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Morant against Paul. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Coming in as a second-round pick in 2012, Jay Crowder has earned his spot in the NBA and has been part of some very big-time winning teams. He's gaining that reputation as a hard-nosed defender, and that's what he'll keep.
Outside for Morant. Clock at 6. Shot left block. That one a little long. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Mikal Bridges, third personal foul, second team foul.
Suns on D. Here's Bane. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Bane's got 7 points.
Unleashes the bounce pass. An accurate assist.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Paul against Morant. Ayton passes to Crowder. Outside for Booker. Hits the three-pointer. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Outside Morant, into the lane. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Bridges. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here's Crowder. Out to Bridges. Knocked loose. Back to Crowder. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. Booker with it. Jackson in his pocket. And here's Crowder from the arc. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
And the defense has to bottle him up before Jay Crowder gets it going.
And here's Morant outside. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. Bridges outside. Pass to Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
And anytime Crowder gets to the rim, he likes to send a message.
Outside Morant. On the take. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
17 seconds left in the first half. Paul passes to Crowder. Outside Booker. Back to Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
And here's Morant outside. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding? And so it's the Phoenix Suns in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Bane against Bridges. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Crowder. He's got 10. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Crowder, a screen on Bane. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Bridges misses. And here's Memphis. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Jackson on the wing. Crowder with a steal. Pass to Bridges. Back to Crowder. It's Booker on the wing. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Payne against Bridges. And here's Jackson. The ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Brooks. Jacks up a 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed. Even
the previous play is under review.
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line. Here's Crowder. 10 points for him. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. It's Booker on the wing. Puts up a three. And the Suns get it back. Crowder outside. Another shot. Here he goes. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And here's Morant outside. Rebounded by Chris Paul. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off. But what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Pulls up on the wing. Outside for Morant. Brooks against Paul. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
From deep, Morant. From beyond the arc, and then some. Morant's got 11 points.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Crowder finds Paul. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
They get it back. The Suns leading. Outside Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Booker. Tries the spin move. Scores off the spin. 14 points for him.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Paul against Morant. Back to Brooks. Shoots over Paul. Here's Adams. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it. All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Paul with a steal. And so it's Phoenix. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What had... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Takes it inside.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Ball finds Booker. Here's Crowder. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Booker with it. He's picked up by Adams. Deflected. Payne against Booker. Payne, the pass to Adams. Outside Morant. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Ball with it. Phoenix calls timeout. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He loves the pressure deep. He told his guys, quote, "We've got them on their heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch." Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
He really gets up there. I mean, Devin Booker will surprise you and throw it down.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. Deflects the pass. Morant finds Payne. Back to Morant. Fires from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Hayden's got 5 rebounds in the game. The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Brooks against Paul. Looking to get back on track. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Pretty much count on double-digit assists from Chris Paul, one of the best passers in league history.
Morant against Bridges. Unloads. And it's Morant missing. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. For 3, Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Morant against Bridges. Can they get it? Can't get it to drop. Now the Suns take it the other way. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Payne. Booker for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Bridges against Morant. And he drains the turnaround J.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. This one for 3. Brooks with the rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Suns.
They look to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Devin Booker.
This was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And the Suns with possession. A big stretch here going, 10-2. And here's Booker. From deep. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Now Morant. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they